Hello and welcome back to the channel. The bloodbath at Warner Brothers Discovery continues as Supergirl is the next movie to fall victim to David Zaslav. And the DCU is dead. Dead, fucking dead. Let's find out more. This article from Geekosity by Mikey Sutton. The Sasha Kal Supergirl film will not be made. YouTube personality Sil Abdul originally broke this story. In fact, Abdul scooped it shortly thereafter. He leaked about Ben Affleck returning in the Aquaman sequel. Jason Momoa actually later confirmed that report. So that is interesting too. So we'll get on to that. Rolling Stone has now chimed in regarding Supergirl. Insiders say Supergirl, which is in development, is not likely to move forward. This movie was in development, but hadn't started actual photography. Granted, they didn't say the decision is final. Moreover, Rolling Stone's hit piece on Zack Snyder was far from credible. Despite that, Abdul obtained the information from the same source as his Affleck news. As a matter of fact, he beat the Hollywood trades and even Momoa with that story. So, Supergirl will join Batgirl among DC Films' squashed project. New Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav has taken the axe to the old regime's DC plans. At this point, Ezra Miller's Flash movie is looking pointless. Flash will introduce Sasha Cal's Supergirl. Specifically, the Flash hoped to spin off Sasha Cal's Supergirl into her own cinematic project. That no longer seems to be happening now. Post-Snyderverse world the Flash introduces continues to fade. Batgirl and Supergirl are products of that Flashpoint timeline. So this is absolutely true. Like this, it does begin to call into question not just Batgirl now, which is dead, and not just Supergirl now, which is dead. Rightly so, because they tried to kill off Batman and Superman and replace them. But now it does call into question the whole point behind the Flashpoint movie and having that timeline and introducing all those stories. Many point to Zaslav for these serious decisions. Certainly he has the final say. These movies represent the work of Hamada's crew. As of this writing, Zaslav hasn't chosen Hamada's replacement yet. On June 1st, 2021, we revealed that Zaslav envisions a Marvel Studios-esque structure for DC films. What he's talking about there is basically that Mike DeLuca, Pam Abdi have taken over from Walter Hamada. Walter Hamada, there's no confirmation that Walter Hamada is going to be back or that he's going to continue in any way. I don't know what's happened with him. I don't know if he's actually still technically employed. I hadn't heard, right? I just knew that basically his future at Warner has been in question for some time. So whether Zaslav names it DC Studios remains to be seen. In any case, he's moving on from Hamada's original direction. Zaslav has benched Michael Keaton and added Snyderverse icon Affleck back to the lineup. Cal's Supergirl didn't kick out Henry Cavill's Superman. According to Abdul, she won't even have a movie anymore. On the other hand, Cal is a real talent. Sources praised her work on The Flash, even though her film won't proceed. They'll integrate her Supergirl with Cavill's Man of Steel in the future. And that is what I would love to see. That is really how to approach this. There's no need to replace characters with new characters. This is not how the Marvel universe was developed across phase 1, 2, and 3. Even when Pepper Potts came out and temporarily donned the Iron Man type uniform, it wasn't so that she could kill Iron Man and replace him, all right? That would have been stupid. And this is exactly the kind of, I don't know, it's the kind of shit that you expect from these just fucking woke junkies. That's what they are. These people, they don't like anything with a man in it. They can't stand anything with a man in it. So they simply want to kill all that stuff off and replace it with a woman. I don't know if you've looked outside the fucking window lately, but there are both men and women in the world. And generally, for that to continue, you need both men and women in the world. So look, I get that men and women may have slightly different tastes, but for the most part, I think men and women don't mind seeing a man as a superhero, and I think men and women don't mind seeing a woman as a superhero. I wouldn't mind seeing an excellent Supergirl movie. Now, only if it actually fit in with a proper DC timeline, and only if it could be something where they basically introduced Supergirl as a part of the universe that Superman exists in, the normal DC universe. I just don't understand the directions that Walter Hamada was taking. And I think that, in my opinion, Walter Hamada didn't really have this vision. I think this was Ann Sarnoff's vision, and he was just carrying out her orders. That's what he strikes me as. He strikes me as the guy who's just going to carry out the orders. And in fact, it was sort of confirmed. There was a lot of information that came out during the big AHJD trial, and a lot of it, well, let's just say some of it related to the fact that Walter Hamada wasn't actually happy, or allegedly, according to him, wasn't happy with the performance of AH in the role of Mira. It was noticed that she lacked chemistry with Jason Momoa's Aquaman. So as a result, I think there was some things mentioned in his deposition that they weren't sure if they were going to keep her around. They weren't sure about the direction for the second Aquaman. They were considering replacing her. In the end, they ended up keeping her. Now the rumor is that Walter Hamada actually didn't want to keep her, but Ann Sarnoff basically said, no, we have to keep her. And Walter Hamada was just someone who, took the marching orders and carried them out. Now, obviously, sucks to be him if that's the case. What can I say? These are the things that happen after acquisitions by other companies. And if you get caught out in the wrong position, then you lose your job. And that seems to be what happened to Walter Hamada here. And that seems to be what's happening to the last vision of Ann Sarnoff, Super Femme. And I'm just happy that it's dead. Dead, fucking dead. That's all I've got for you on the update on Supergirl. Let me know, what do you think? Are you happy that the Supergirl movie is being canceled and that the DCU is dead? Or were you looking forward to Batman and Superman getting killed off and replaced by strong, independent women who don't need no man? Let me know in the comments below. And look, if you want to keep smashing the narrative, then smash the like, subscribe, and share buttons, because we are just getting started. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.